And obviously the relationship with him and Lauren Carlini very important because Carlini decided to honor her commitment to Wisconsin, the #1 recruit out of high school who had already committed to Wisconsin a long time ago. And when we talked to both Carlini and Sheffield yesterday, they both just said that the relationship was good right off the start and there was no friction. And Carlini, as soon as she honored that commitment, everybody in Madison was pretty excited about it for good reason.
Yeah, Coach Sheffield said it's very simple. The foundation that he laid is about a 3-hour meeting, had everyone come in, get a championship manual. He makes everyone understand what practices are going to look like, what games are going to look like, what the atmosphere in the locker room is going to be. He said if you don't believe in it, you can leave. I'll give you an out clause here. We'll help you find a place you'll be happy. But everyone's been on board, and you can see it right now, that this is a team that does not give up, even when they're down. He said when he first got here, Wisconsin was a team where if they got down 3 points, they would all start looking at each other like, what are we supposed to do? But now they know how to be down 2 sets, come back and get the victory in a match. And that's something that is taught with the help of a coach, building a personality and a culture.
Carlini out of the play. Thomas to Morales. Switch the pins. They go to Thompson on the back line, and Luke is out of the play. Walk sends it long, and Wisconsin right back within 1. It's that attitude that Kelly Sheffield has brought, the aggressiveness we talked about on serve and attack. Watched the 30 for 30 on the bus ride to Champaign the other day. The North Carolina State survive in advance. Nice message this time of year when you're in the NCAA tournament. Another Florida State block up front. Green with a great rotation up front.
And she just continues to get plenty of blocks for Florida State. I mean, she's doing a good job reading, staying ahead of the play, keeping her hands out and pressing. I mean, Mara Green, she's been a difference maker in that front row from a defensive perspective.
There is Morales. Blocked again. Sarah Burrington in the middle with another Florida State block.
And again, a great close. Look at this, staying ahead. Look at Elise Walsh taking up that line. And then Burrington finishing with both of her hands back to the middle of the court. Great job by Florida State in the front row.
And a timeout for Wisconsin. 8 blocks tonight for the Noles. Illini and Boilermakers after Florida State and Wisconsin in the NCAA Volleyball Regionals presented by Northwestern Mutual, and 8 Florida State blocks already tonight.
And we've seen solo blocks, we've seen great assists, and it's happened all over the net. Look at the middle. You're getting 2 blockers up in the middle. You're swing blocking out to the left and the right, and I think Mara Green has done such a good job from that right side position, being able to finish blocks along with Sarah Burrington in the middle, closing those blocks. I mean, right now, the communication is perfect between Florida State, and the finish is there on every single touch.
It's just nice to watch the ball out of Carlini's hands as Thompson gets the kill. It's a very smooth. You can understand why she was the top recruit out of high school last year.
And it can be very deceptive. I mean, she decides where the ball is going to go late. I mean, you're not going to be able to read her hands and know exactly where she's going. So you really have to honor every single hitter in the lineup because you don't know where she's going with the ball.
Elise Walsh just hasn't gotten going just yet. What a touch by Mosher. Walsh is there. What a free ball played by Florida State. Can they finish? Morales blocked back. Big momentum point it feels like right now. And it belongs to Wisconsin. Carlini threw everything out of sorts with that touch on 2.
Great decision that time. A freshman setter to go up and make a play on the ball. But look at here. First, you get a good touch off of your block, and then Mosher doing a good job with the one-arm dig, keeping the ball alive. And then Carlini, look at that, right in between the middle and outside blocker, recognize that she has enough space to make the play.
Still a 1-point set. Another kill on the back pin for Thompson, and we are tied for the first time in this set. 5 of the last 7 points belong to the Badgers. Oh, nice dig by Hickey with one hand, and Carlini got it over. Florida State reloads. Burrington got it down. Florida State jumps back in front.
I like the decision by Florida State to continue to feed the middles. I mean, if you're going to go with that quick tempo, they're at least getting, if it's not a kill, they're just getting a block touch on it, because look at Wisconsin. They're going one-on-one with the blocker in the middle. They're not cheating or trying to help at all in the middle. So that's a lot of space for your middle hitters to work with.
Thompson flexed it through, and the shoulder of Walsh played it over. Back to Thompson. Wisconsin with the point. We're tied again, this time at 19.
And Chapman comes back in. Morales serving.
This is Morales. Which means Chapman's back up in the front row for Wisconsin, trying to block Walsh. Good dig, Hickey, tight to the net. Medic played it up. Another good dig by A. Hickey. Push to the backside. Thompson with the kill, and Wisconsin leads. What a rally for the Badgers.
How about the great dig? I mean, getting right down that line that time by Hickey. Has to almost go into a split to keep it alive. And then Carlini, she's pulled all the way to left front, gets the ball back out to Thompson. I mean, that's just a great set. Really deceptive. That's called setting against the flow when you're running your offense.
Wisconsin trailed 18-15. They're on a 5-1 run. 5-1 run for the Badgers to take a 1-point lead. And a reminder that the NCAA Women's Volleyball Championship continues with the national semifinals Thursday, December the 19th at 7:30 Eastern on ESPN2. And of course, for more info on the Women's Volleyball Championship, visit NCAA.com, your home for all 89 NCAA championships. Good push by Wisconsin to take the lead. Florida State serve receive. They go to Walsh, and Morales with the dig. Elise Walsh just hasn't gotten going, and maybe that'll do it. Big time kill for Elise in the back line. Back hit, right?
She's just hitting over the block on that play that time. I mean, Thompson comes in just a little bit late. She waits on it. I mean, perfect timing. You see Thompson barely made it over the net with her hands. And that's a good job of Elise Walsh taking advantage of a late block from Wisconsin.
Just the third kill on 11 swings so far for Walsh. Chapman off the block.
That's the best timing that I've seen out of Chapman so far here today. She's been a little bit early on her swings. She gets set a little bit of a higher ball than Morales does because of her height. She's been a little bit early, and that's why she hasn't been able to get the pop on the ball.
Closing in on 1,100 career kills. Kabas. Good dying, knuckling, floating serve. And it leads to a Walsh kill after Medic really had to work hard to get that ball up.
You see the sisters, they're starting to get it in tandem together. First we saw Elise, now you're seeing Nicole hitting straight through the seam of that block. It's a little bit late from Wisconsin. They don't close the block. Nicole, again, is taking advantage of that.
Race to 4. Nicole's still up front right now. That one was a little bit tight from Carlini, so Chapman had to just tip it over. Another kill, back-to-back terminations for Nicole Walsh, and Florida State takes the lead.
And now you're seeing Nicole Walsh using the block in the same way that Morales was doing for Wisconsin. I mean, you're going up, you're hitting hard, you're staying very aggressive. Doesn't matter where the hands of the block are. As long as you hit the very top of it, you're going to be able to use it.
Struggled a little bit in the first set. She's only hitting 0.45 right now, but 6 kills. And you're seeing Walsh start to pick things up.
Yeah, and no matter what, I mean, they're going to ride her. She had 22 kills against Florida. They're going to keep feeding her the ball. And you see her here, you just going up and attacking. That's a great play set run, a great set from Wickstrom, and that time using the line. And here she's going to get up and be a great defender, finish with a good block. I mean, that solo, that was all hers, just 2 hands, a great press that time by Nicole Walsh.
6 times she had 20-plus kills this season, including the match against the Gators. Felt like she kind of led the charge for Florida State in that match, because Elise only had 10 kills in that match, and Elise hadn't had the best match against Georgia Southern, their first-round opponent. Stepped it up, but the hitting percentage still not great against Florida, against the Gators. Did have 10 kills. It's been Nicole's show for most of the season. She's been the dynamic attacker. When they really need a kill, they go to Nicole.
Yeah, and against Florida, she took 48 swings. That's a lot of jumping. That's a lot of swinging, and she only had 9 errors. That's very impressive. So for her to take the kind of swings that she has and take them in stride has been very impressive. We've seen her take them out of the back row, in the front row, swing on the right side, the left side. She's just really been able to handle it here.
We've got 3 out of the 7 Big Ten teams here in Champaign. Big Ten country, it's supposed to be physical play, and it's felt like it so far in this match. Both of these clubs. Florida State with a 1-point lead. Chapman the dig and the attack, dug up by Mosher. Push for Nicole Walsh. Chapman to tie. 5th tie since it was 18-18. We've been tied for most of the last points.
You can see Chapman, that's the shot that she wants to get deep into that left back corner, which is right over the top of the block.
Good pass by Bennett. She's really passing well in this second set. Chapman. Go to Walsh. Florida State leads.
And it's the physicality again of Florida State. I mean, Walsh, she's just swinging hard. She's going up and ripping on the ball. It's a little bit of a late block again by Wisconsin. I mean, just not making it completely out that time as Nelson. And again, Nicole Walsh taking advantage of late blockers.
Back row attack against Carlini. Not a good pass. That time for the back line of the Badgers, and it's set point for the Noles. And who else but to try to finish it off here? 7 kills for Walsh. A handful of them coming here late in the second. Looking for the win to tie us up. Wisconsin staves off 1 set point.
No matter which way this match goes, Florida State has done an incredible job just reasserting themselves, going from hitting negative to the way that they've played defense here in this second set, been able to change the way that they swing, not as many unforced errors. I've been very impressed with the way they just no quit at all in the Boilermakers. Looking forward to seeing them in the second match that we have tonight. But yeah, the SEC completely got swept out of the tournament.
Still set point Florida State. The transfer from Notre Dame, Taylor Morey. No margin for error here. Pop it up. Set it up quickly for Neff to put it away for the Seminoles and tie us up at a set apiece. Good bounce back set by the Seminoles.
Well, we knew it wasn't going to be easy. We knew that